Okay, guys. Um, Here's the newest update of our website. I've changed the name from Astro 6 to Meteotinary. Well, it's basically just meteorology and itinerary. I mean, you can check out pretty much every single location, weather condition around the world. So basically, this is what we're doing. So I added lots of locations from Atlas Obscura, where you can just see what's going on with these locations right now. Just give it a second. Boom. The map is loading all the markers that I inputted, uh, that I've input. Sorry. So you can see everywhere around the world with their astro score, which indicates the whether tonight if it's good for astrophotography or not. You can also use it just as a regular weather app so that you can plan your trip to any of these locations. So we also have all the famous mountains around the world. See, color is changing. And now we have lots and lots of peaks in Nepal, Tibet. You see the Mount Kailash. Now the weather is excellent, that's for sure. And we can also see quite a few on the Indian Chinese border. Um, and we can just go to Africa and see, for example, Mount Kilimanjaro. Oh my God, I really want to go there. The weather right now, it's not so great, but that's okay. Okay, we can just see um, what's going on there. Okay, it said there will be thunderstorm and the sky imaging score is not so high, and it's probably near the city, so the light pollution is quite heavy. Um, all right, just leave it for now. Let's go back to our community. So basically, you can also like upload any of your favorite places on this planet for everybody to check out, and you can also monetize and add live cam to it. So basically, I have a few locations saved in my folder. Let's go to one of them. Okay, this one just says Lhasa, Tibet. I just put it randomly and description, and you can also add images. You can save this location. Um, these are advantages, and you can add live stream to your profile. Okay, uh, all these are just like demo comments. So yeah, that's about our tourism part. Um, it's now fully functional, and you can message people whoever that you want, and you can share locations. All right, just like on Facebook Messenger or Instagram. Okay, somewhere in the United States. Let's go see it. Lots and lots of clouds, and we're just gonna skip this one. And you can measure your local light pollution level by using this. Um, well, you must use your location service, but that's okay. You can just ignore it. You can capture dark frame and then take a picture of the sky and then measure the border level. Okay. And now we're moving on to our art part, okay? So let's go to utility. Now we have about 3 to 5, actually six, um, no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 5, 6, 7. Sorry about that. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 5, 7 contributing to art making. So the first one, obviously, it's helping you to create a stereoscope pair, all right, based on your deep sky images. So let's select a stars only image. Okay, let's go to my folder. Okay, now we have our two versions of stars. See, I have full stars, shrink stars. Uh, the size has been reduced previously on PixInsight using a script created by Bill Blanchard. So this works, and you can also try my own star reduction method, which I'm going to introduce a couple minutes later. So let's say we have the stars image and put it here, and we're gonna put the starless image here. I just want to see if we're recording my voice or not. Only screen. Okay, it is using my microphone, it says, so good luck. All right. And now we have a system that helps you calculate, okay, like how much we're going to move the pixels based on the distance, all right, of the object. Okay, let's see. Let's look up M20, the Trifid Nebula here. Okay, how far distance between M20 to Earth? Let's do the search. Oops. Okay, let's go international. Okay, 5,200 light years, according to NASA. All right, let's go back to our website. And we have a guide here. 5,200 should be around this range. All right, let's say 10 is a good amount. All right, let's move the slider down to 10. Cool. And now we're going to generate. It takes a couple seconds. And now you have your stereoscopic pair ready for viewing. Okay? So you can download the stereo pair, left image, right image, depth map, star depth map, everything that you need. But basically, we all what we all need currently is the stereo pair. Let's just download it. Download will start within seconds, and we can just see the file. Okay, you see the stars have been moved, and yeah, they're still looking sharp, but 10 pixels is just a little bit too much. Sometimes let's go back to 25. That's the default, and that will protect the stars as much as it can. All right, let's just see, because we just saw some weird deformation of The stars. Wait, I actually uploaded the wrong images. So I uploaded duplicate image with stars instead of starless. So that's why the stars are looking weird. I'm really sorry. So let's go back and move the pixel by 10 and generate. So be careful. Yeah, I make mistakes all the time myself. So make sure you're selecting the right images, stars only, and starless. Okay. Now the stars are sharp again, of course. And that was surprisingly fast. Okay, let's go. All right. All right. In this one, look how rounded the stars are. Because I use a Newtonian telescope, so the stars are looking um, like crosses. Okay. All right. I promise in a stereoscopic view, you're not going to see that much of a difference um, between the original image and the stereoscopic pair. Okay. Most of them, okay, understand, most of them are looking sharp and, well, it's only your phone size, so don't worry about it. Okay. That's about the stereoscopic processor. And let's go to 3D star field generator. We're using the same files. Okay, let's use our stars. Okay, starless. Here we go. And click process. Very fast. Now your video is ready actually. So let's just play with the parameters a little bit, the motion settings. Okay, let's say we're gonna make it enlarge to 200%. Fade out effect turn off. I will introduce this later. Spin angle, give it to 10%, and counterclockwise, and I will crank the 3D intensity all the way up to 400, 420, and duration to 15 seconds. And this is very important. That's our star reduction uh, algorithm right there. So we can just preview to see what it's like now. Okay, you can see there are much less of stars in the video. This is not making me happy. So let's say, all right, the stars have been removed too much. Okay, we want to keep the stars. So we crank this up a little bit to 60% or 65, and let's see what's happening now. Bam, my stars are back. But you can see the spikes, they have been reduced. Okay, this algorithm is totally one of a kind and no one has done it before, either on PixInsight or Surreal. Um, let's say, let's crank it up even more. Now, our stars are pretty much all back in all the sizes. And you can compare it to our last image. Okay, let me go to final. And we can see image 8. All right, that's with all the stars. And you can see in the image, in the video, they match pretty much 100%. Okay, and this is how it works. And this is all my own script. Or you can just turn it to 100% to see what it's like. Okay, so there's no interference at all, no reduction. Everything is in your in your own work. And let's say the time needs to be longer, and I don't want that many stars. So let's turn it down to 65. Okay. It's as if you're traveling in a spaceship. You go fast and then slow. Okay. And if you don't like the last part, you can just crop it out as much as you want. And now we're going to see our nebula fade out effect. So we must turn the amplification up to 220. So I'll make it 280. And we want to do this in reverse and replay. Why am I only seeing stars? And now the trifad is here. Okay, and now we're leaving it basically. Okay, now you can see the starless is leaving the frame, so we can um, turn this down, spin angle back to 5%, and then preservation down a little bit to 55, because we don't want that many stars in this kind of animation. So replay here. Okay, we can only see a few stars, and we're leaving the Trifid Nebula on a spaceship. Okay, you can just crop out the last few seconds, or you can just simply turn off the spin, okay, by dragging it all the way to the left. And then this down by 50. So you can just tweak as much as you want to get the best effect that you desire. Okay, now you see we only have a few stars remain. Okay, and we're flying away from it. Okay, we're seeing a larger universe here. Okay, if that's what you want, let's click download. Okay, now it's rendering. It's gonna take a couple minutes. Just be patient, have a cigarette, whatever you want. Go do your dishes. You can see the video is actually playing in the background, and your uh, browser is recording this in a way, but it's actually rendering each frame very carefully. And we can see the result once we download the video. And we must say, using your real stars for this kind of video is the most authentic. You're not adding fake particles. Um, for example, you can do that on Adobe After Effects. I mean, they can give you the sense of illusion of traveling through space, but the video itself is still just enlarging and shrinking, enlarging, shrinking. Um, it's not actually taking you through space. But by doing this, we can sort of restore, we can bring back the sort of experience of traveling through space by using our real stars. Okay, now generation complete. Let's check out the WEBM file. You see